Hello young Minecraft fans, this is Uncle Troy reporting in on the Minecraft Beta 1.8 pre-release, which was leaked or released or however you want to say it. In other words, you can download it, you can play it. My advice right now is don't. It is very buggy, and rather than mess up your own game, why not watch Uncle Troy mess up his game? Yes, that's what you'll do. Okay, the Create New World. You know, I have some new options. You can choose survival mode or creative mode. You can choose to turn generate structures on or off. World type normal didn't seem to do anything, and you can specify a seed. It had been reported or rumored rather that you wouldn't be able to specify a seed because some of the footage from the PAX game didn't show where you could enter a seed, but there it is. So here's our first look at the new world. We spawned up in a tree, and I'm glad I got that on video, because of the number of times I've been told, no, you never spawn on anything but sand. So now I have proof that you spawn somewhere else. And I believe we are here next to a river, between a forest biome and a desert biome. World is still rendering. The world is rendering a little slowly. Actually, I was torture testing the game, and I'm rendering a video in the background while I'm recording this. So some of the lag is due to that, and some of it is simply due to, I think, the game is a little slower than it was. Didn't notice there, we've got little bubbles and stuff popping up when we go underwater. And even though we're lagging a bit, I'm going to come over here and admire the on the surface lava pool there, which was probably a stupid thing to do because I could have easily fell in. I wandered around a bit and found some wolves. Nice to see they're still there. Looks like we got some cows playing in the distance. The underground lakes are still forming. I'm trying to sprint here, which is why the game's a little laggy and weird. Dang it, I just realized I forgot to try crafting armor. I wanted to see where the armor went. Now that we got the hunger bar over there where armor used to be. Okay, it looks like this is indeed a river. Decided I'd check out some options here. Looks like the achievements have not changed. They're still the same as they were when they still the same way they've been. Well, I don't know. There's might be a new one there. I can't remember if that that bow and arrow was there. But it looks like they have not added huge numbers of new achievements. Let's see what other options we have. Statistics don't appear to have changed much. In fact, these statistics still indicate what I've done in previous versions of the game. Now we've got the, what is it? Oh, field of vision, or frame of vision, frame of view, field of view. As you can see, it gives you a wider angle on the world, but also has some distortion, kind of a fishbowl effect. And in fact, it took about this long when I was recording this for me to start getting motion sickness, and said, nope, cannot handle that. But luckily it is adjustable. So I suppose if you wanted just a little bit wider field of view, field of vision, whatever, you could adjust it. Difficulties the same. Video setting has, what do we got here? Brightness is the only new thing I found. I've also heard complaints that you no longer can use the F key to change your render distance, which used to be fog. So if you can imagine playing the whole game like this because your computer's not fast enough, I would rather have the occasional lag and die because I lagged at the wrong time than go through Minecraft having a fog bank all around me. But that's just me. But there was an F key you could use, just tap it and change the render distance. And apparently tapping that key would be useful when you're in a, there we go, took a second for my computer to catch up. When you lagged or hit low frame rate, supposedly you could tap the F key a few times and just basically cycle through. It looks like we're in the dark here, and I have no torches with me. But anyway, you could cycle through the F key, and you could basically force the world to reload, I guess, and that stopped your lag for a while. Alright, here we are. I'm not going to add any extra brightness to this. I'm just going to show you how it is as it's recorded here. And of course, after the processing, then uploading it to YouTube always darkens it. So basically, just let me know, is this too dark? Because this is a deep dark cave, and it's at maximum brightness. So if this is good enough for you, then I won't have to add brightness to my caving videos in the future. But I suspect it will be a tad too dark. Now let's get back outside and check out some of the lovely trees. And I think this is what they call the new swamp biome. Let's see, where's the brightness at? It defaulted to moody, so I'm assuming that was the old thing. Okay, the swamp biome has vines which climb down, and I think I read somewhere that these are collectible, but you need a special item, probably the shears. But they do not hinder you when you walk through them. And here we have a sugar cane which is growing on sand. Let's see if it's plantable on sand. Oops, a little bit of a lag there. Yes, it looks like you can plant it on sand as well. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Oh, the sheep run away from you now when you hit them. I think all animals do that. And incidentally, here is the first time the game crashed that actually caught it on camera. And by crashed, I mean the game completely, utterly exited to desktop. CTD, crashed to desktop. And I think it printed or logged a error file to the desktop, but I haven't checked that yet. Okay. Luckily, we came back at pretty much the same place, and we can go back to torturing sheep. I like the way they run away now. We still got mushrooms growing. And I'm just waiting for the game to crash again, because it did last time when I started. Alright, here we have one of the rare tree-dwelling sheep, native to Australia, I think. In fact, looks like there's another one. Okay. Smooth lighting is supposed to be improved. I never use smooth lighting, so I'm not sure if this is any better or not. I mean, the shadows under the tree here are nice and faded. Soft around the edges. I kind of like the old version, but it's only because the game was often too dark in caves when you didn't use, or when you use the smooth lighting. Okay, it looks like you can still get wood just by closing or holding down the left mouse button. I'm not going to chop down a tree with a flower just to prove that I can. Okay, let's see if the view bobbing is any less annoying than it used to be. I had to turn off view bobbing when I played the game because I get motion sickness. Die, chicken. Oh, chicken apparently have turbo speeds now when you hit them. Anyway, I had to turn off the view bobbing when I played because I was getting motion sickness, and I've actually written in to ask people. Alrighty, and that's what sprinting looks like. Anyway, but I've actually had to write in to people that make Let's Play videos in Minecraft and say, can you please turn off the view bobbing? It's giving me motion sickness watching your videos, and I'm going to have to unsubscribe because I can't, watch your videos. And most people, it seems, do not run with the view bobbing on. Alright, we can make us a workbench. Let's see, make us some tools here. We are going to do a little mining, assuming we can find a place to mine at. Oop, time to mine. Yay, achievement get. Okay, I wandered around for a while and got good and lost. And then I found this here cave, which again is too dark, but it can give me some cobble. Since I have a little extra wood, I figure I'll just make some torches because I want to check out the torch lighting. I'm told there's a new lighting engine that makes the torches look much better. But since I don't know where the nearest coal is, and it's too dark down in there to see, I think I see coal, but I don't want to get in there when it's too dark. So instead, I'll make me a furnace and cook some coal, or excuse me, yeah, cook up some charcoal out of wood. As long as the game doesn't crash again. Ha ha ha. Okay, I managed to get loaded back up, but now it's getting dark, and I appear to have lost all my cobble, though my pick there has lost its duration or durability. I read somewhere that you can hit F6 and F7 in creative mode to change the time, and apparently that works in adventure mode. I suspect just because of the pre-release. And basically, that cobble appears to have just disappeared because it looks like I'm still digging even deeper into this wall here. So, if you play this game, it will crash a lot. Like I said, the 1.8 release is not ready to be released, for lack of a better way of saying it. So you need to back up your world regularly, I guess you should say. Ooh, achievement get, hot topic. Alright, hello cow. Let's see here. I think we shall make us a pick so we can mine better. And let's see what else we need now. Oh, I was going to burn some wood. Cook some wood. Oh, there's another thing. I was going to cook some wood to make into charcoal so we can make some torches and check out this new lighting engine. This will just take a moment. I'm sure since we just crashed, we'll have at least a few minutes before the next crash. And of course, I'm saying that because I record most of this commentary after the fact, and I know that I am only seconds away from the next crash. But apparently, placing things in the furnace can sometimes cause crashes, as it did in this case. Okay, I reloaded, and it turns out that while I was gone, the furnace was actually doing some work, and I actually managed to get a piece of charcoal. And I decided, well, I won't waste time getting more. I mean, that'll be enough to make 4 torches. But, of course, the game crashed again the second I removed the fuel. But eventually I did manage to get down into the cave and saw this this wonderful orange glow of the torches. Gives it a nice warm homey feeling, and I kind of like it. Much better than the sharp, almost fluorescent quality of the previous versions. So it looks like we've got plenty of darkness all around us. It'll be good for exploration here in a minute. But I'm hearing monster sounds, so I think I might just need a quick way out of here, and I might need a weapon of some type before I get too much deeper. Let's see, what was I got? Yeah. Stone swords are, pretty weak, but they're better than your hand. It's no stone. And plus, I want to learn something about this experience that I keep hearing about. And the best way to do that is to kill something. I wasn't paying attention to my hunger bar, but apparently it's gone down in just the few minutes I've I've been playing, it's gone down 3 notches. And I'm not sure how much I like that, because I like making long treks into caves, and if I'm going to have to carry a ton of food and let's see, yes, there are those monkeys. Ow. Now, I'm not, you notice I'm standing there not doing anything. That's because it did not occur to me, but in the past, you just held down the left click mouse button, held down your left mouse button, and you would keep swinging your sword and keep swinging your sword and keep swinging your sword. Well, in this version, apparently, if you click and hold the mouse button once, then you get just one swing of the sword, which, as you saw there, was not sufficient to kill 3 zombies, a skeleton, and whatever else was down there. I tried for a while and never got back to that cave to recover my stuff, so I thought I would check out a new random world. And this world apparently is it glaciers that come through and scrape the topsoil off something and leave these areas. Well, this is a glacial area, obviously, with a bunch of cows. And the cows, like the chickens, hit into overdrive when they run away. And finally, and apparently I've picked up raw steaks. And as I'm walking around here, I'm right-clicking, and I'm not eating them. And I don't know if that's because I'm not hungry right now, or if because the hunger bar is completely full, or is it because that they're uncooked. I don't know if the game will let you actually eat uncooked meat. But on the other hand, maybe it's because, as I said before, the hunger bar is full, so I'm not hungry. But I'd forgotten what it's like to go around. Well, in real life, I've never beaten a cow to death with a steak. But I'd forgotten, without weapons, how long it takes to take down a mob, especially if it's running away from you. Okay, and as you can see, I am collecting experience by beating up these poor, helpless, defenseless cows. If you sprint or attack them from the high ground, you can knock them back quite a bit and do more damage. Little sparkles, I think, means critical hits, and if I was using a real sword or something, would probably mean that I could take them out in 1 or 2 hits, as opposed to, beating the cows with the stake. And I like the way it almost looked like the cow had lowered his head and was kind of gore me there. But anyway, there's only so long you can walk around and slap cows with the stake before it gets boring. I don't know how long that is, because I kept recording until I remembered, oh wait, I'm doing this to show people what the new update has, not to amuse myself. So I had to then go on and do something else. Okay, here's another new spawn, random world, and we apparently spawn on the side of a mountain, which we can very carefully work our way down. And this whole world, or at least the areas around the spawn that I checked, appear to be nothing but mountains and marshes. So, pretty good, interesting place. If this was a release version of 1.8, I would probably dig into the side of that mountain and make a base. But apparently the marshes have sheep. I had actually read about this. The pigs now have little snouts on their faces. I noticed their tails are still kind of drawn on. But the pigs look kind of cute, and oh goody, here we have a zombie on fire, which means I can let him die without risking myself. And this helps answer a question I was wondering about, is if a mob dies and you weren't the cause of it, you didn't specifically cause his death by slapping or whatever, Does he drop experience orbs? Do you get experience for killing the mobs? And apparently you do not. However, you do still get their drops. And here comes another one. We'll let him try to chase us around out here. Run, run, Mr. Piggy. The monster's coming. The monster's coming. And well, I failed to slap him with the there you go. And apparently in that time I did get some experience, because apparently I was helping him die. And as you can see, I'm slowly regaining health. I presume because my hunger bar is full. And ooh, that's a nice dark deep hole. Yeah, it looks like there'll be lots of caves to explore in the 1.8. I came over here because this hole looked very, very dark, but it turned out to just been a lighting glitch. Because, as you can see, once you put a block next to it, it lit right up. I tried creating several worlds, one after the other. Most of them turned out to be forests. There was a few deserts, a couple of mountains, but most of them were forests. So I'm going to assume that forests are the most common biome. After playing with survival mode for a while, I decided to try to create a creative world just to see how it looks. Looks like you got the same options as before. You can create a new world and then fly around in it, and I had to do a little experimenting. Apparently you double tap the jump key to fly. But the worlds it creates are not that much different than the worlds it creates in the standard survival mode. Now the plan was that I was just going to hover up here, and then I was going to pick a direction and just fly off, and kind of make it a demonstration of the terrain generator. But it was taking longer and longer to generate the terrain. Plus, I kept getting higher and higher, and realized I had no idea how to get back down. In fact, the only way I could get back down was to double-click the space bar, the jump bar, and that just turned off flying and caused me to plummet to my death here, or would have plummeted to my death, except I turned flying back on there at the last second. And then it occurred to me that I'm in creative mode and I probably can't die, so it's safe just to get up here and fly around. Okay, well that's about all I've had time to figure out on the 1.8 pre-release. I do like the fact that it says over in the corner Minecraft Beta 1.8 pre-release. I missed that in the production versions. But, well, I mean, it says to answer all the questions I had. That's going to require a lot more effort, a lot more work, and a game that doesn't crash every few minutes. So those questions might not be answered until the 1.8 update comes out. But in the meantime, this is Uncle Troy signing off. Please have a good night.